In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Motherduck with Geobase so you can leverage its features of having tons of data. We're going to be following the guide here on the Geobase doc site that we have here, and I'm just going to go through them, and within 10 minutes, you'll be able to do this yourself and get started. As you see here on the guide, we have an explanation of what's Motherduck, and we give you an overview of what you can do with it. The first step is we need a service token from Motherduck, and you'll have to have an account. So if you don't have an account, you'll have to register. It's very fast. You can use Google or GitHub. And in this case, I'm going to use GitHub, and I actually already have an account. So let's get in there. And you'll see that there's some sample data on the left. And this comes with all the new Motherduck accounts. You have some ride-sharing data and hacking news data, etc. But in our case, we're gonna have to go into the settings. So we're gonna click on settings, and we're gonna create a new token that we're gonna be using for this quick tutorial. Now I'm gonna name this Geobase integration, and I'm gonna set this token to expire in 24 hours, so that by the time you watch this video, you're not going to be able to use our token here. In any case, I could also just revoke it. But anyways, I'm going to paste it so that I don't lose that. And we're going to continue with the guide. So on Geobase, what we'll have to do is we are going to get into our instance. Now I already have an instance, studio.geobase.app, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to go to the database configuration, and I'm going to click on extensions. And we're going to look for the duckdb one. Now I already have it enabled there. You just have to click on that toggle and that's it. And the other thing that we need to do is to set up the connection, right, to the wrapper server. So what we'll do is we're going to copy this snippet of code here where we're essentially setting up the connection to Motherduck. Now I'm going to open up the SQL editor, and I'm going to copy this SQL code here, and I'm going to paste it there. And you'll see that there's a place where you can just paste your token. So I'm going to copy it and I'll paste it right there. And it's very simple. Like, we did nothing fancy is going on. We just setting up the connection. That's basically it. So now we're going to click run, and there's no errors, and we're not going to see any tables yet, but the connection is going to be there. Then we're going to scroll down on our guide, and we are now going to create a view where we store all the tables that duckdb has. Well, our duckdb account. So let's go back to the SQL editor, and I'm going to paste the code there. Yes, so now, and we are going to run this code. Now, as I said, it's very simple. It's just creating a table from our schema. Now, the output's going to be none. And now if we go back to the docs here, you'll see that in order to actually access to those databases, because we have set up that, what we need to do is we need to import all the tables and views from Motherduck into our public schema so that we can visualize it on the table editor. So we're going to go back to the SQL page here, and we're going to run this code. And you'll see that we're selecting from that table that we now currently have on the public schema, and we have all of that metadata, so we can look at what we have imported, essentially. Well, actually, it's not importing. So it's just a view that references that. And you can see the little F icon there. So now if I click on it, you'll see that we have a list, a view, the available tables there. But we're now going to do something more interesting. So as I said before, Motherduck comes with preloaded data. So we're going to be getting some of that data and showing it on our tables as well. So to do that, we're going to copy this code, and we're going to be selecting a few of those tables and showing it on Geobase. So we're going to copy this code, and paste it there, and we're going to run it. And as you see, it's getting those two databases. It's going to search for them. And now on the last line, we are just printing what we just imported, basically. And as you see now on the tables view, we have access to those tables, and it's a live view, right? So it's a reference. It doesn't mean that we imported or we made copies. It's a view, and it's fetching the data in real time, basically, when we query it, of course. So we go back to the docs. We're now going to be playing with our own data set. So we're going to show you how to upload this data on Motherduck and then use that as well on Geobase. And for that, we're going to have to download a file. Place the link there. It's a Parquet file. So we're just going to download it. It's a small file to make this tutorial fast. And now it's there in my downloads. And we're gonna be importing that now into Motherduck, and I'm gonna copy this SQL that we're gonna paste into the studio later on. So we go back to Motherduck, we'll click on the add data button, and that's gonna prompt us with the file dialog here. And I'm gonna look for my Precat file, which is a Chicago crime data set. It's just a very small subset of it. We're gonna open it and we're gonna run that query. I'm gonna minimize this, click run. Let's just wait a few seconds. So now we can see that the table is there, and we're gonna go back to the docs. We're gonna copy this. Actually, we copied it, and now we're just gonna have to paste it on the GeoBase Studio. Hit run, and this is doing two things. It's importing the schema, and it's also printing the public view that we just created. So that was created now, and we're gonna create a new view from that foreign table, and it's gonna create it in a way that we can use it for our tile server. So as you can see, we have now a new tile server, and we can jump into our tile server view, and we have that there. And as you can see, you have all these props and all this metadata that we can use through the tile server. And we're gonna visualize it using the map library example there. And this is a very tiny app. It's using map library to render those points there. And as you see, now we're able to visualize those. And this is how easy it is to use Motherduck, import data, and then connect through GeoBase to it very quickly. So, right now it's a very small data set, but, you can do a lot with it.